I'm the type, it's time to go, you know I slide. I've been a hot one, know that if you gon' join my side. I beat the block up, cracking the game, I'm breaking the pavement. I'm a young CEO, making a change in this entertainment. I learned to move with tactics, so I'm executive aiming. I learned to do gymnastics, now I've been jumping wavy on your she a lady in the street. Do my dad like Dillinger, all my they listen up. On my GTA, I can tell based on my health, I'm extremely using these loops on some easy bait. So if your is on that field, then you get I gon' go like how they get in this.
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Craig Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. So a moment now to see the story for Klay Thompson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds than he did points. And his defense, of course, remains all NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for balance. And coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing. But leave no doubt, the three-pointer is here to stay.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Klay as guards with Draymond at 4. Wiggins is out there with Looney. And for the Hornets, the guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Up to the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. And it's Williams at the center, filling out the middle. Ball. That one's not going to go. The Warriors go the other way. Thompson outside. It's Curry outside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Curry gets a look that good, he's automatic. He's going to stop him.
The pass to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And something we've seen the last few years, box and ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Now, here's Ball. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And the slam by Williams.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
And amazing to even consider using a box and one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
And here is Ball after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
But because of Looney's strong defensive instinct, he's able to make good reads as a shot.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Clock at 2. Williams for 3.
This is Looney's calling card. Defense. I mean, it's why Kevon won those rings with Golden State.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 9.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load. Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
On the wing, Green. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Curry against Ball. Curry dishes to Green. Thompson for three. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Rozier. Up and in on the lane.
Inside Rozier's agility, it gives him, he's able to make late shot adjustments and find the bucket.
Timeout for Golden State. It's time for T-shirt. And your honeybee.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Williams. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. McDaniels checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Rozier. So it's the Warriors now. 6-point game. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was a narrow win, but at that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they were smart about it. Once the foul started to add up on the other side, they really turned up the heat.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after the Warriors pick up three. Ball with a wide open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
When Ball is focused from the heart, he's almost automatic. I mean, defense, they can't let him pick the spots out there.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his worth.
Now, Poole, after Kelly Oubre missed from long range. Oubre pulls it in.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now, here's Poole. He's covered by Ball. Now, here's Poole. This came out, he had 14. Now, Oubre. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Got a hand on it. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oubre against DiVincenzo. Fires the three. Out to the wing. Wiseman the pass to Poole. Hits it from three-point range.
No, smart read right there from Wiseman. Realizing that the D has left his teammate open. Look, he gets him the rock.
Here's McDaniels. Softly drops in the floater.
Even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Poole with it. Shoots over Ball. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Right back after this break. Well, he's won at the highest levels, and Steph Curry understands what's required to get back to that lofty position.
stay in the moment and just focus on here and now. We have to follow that kind of game plan. Stay in the moment, do what we do every single night, and go get it.
Well, you hear it a lot, keeping your focus.
And as much defensive attention as Curry commands on a nightly basis, he can't afford a lapse of focus.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Three-pointer has been a major weapon for them at early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Up in the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. Martin is out there with Rozier, and it's Washington in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Clock at 4. Timeout called the Warriors. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. They exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
All right. Look who's coming to the court. Come on and get loud for your MyNBA.
Making a change here. Williams is checked in. Then for the Warriors, Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Thompson comes in for Green. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Kuminga. And here are the Warriors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter. Keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, then it puts even more pressure on the defense. And it's hard to believe that Gordon Hayward has been playing for over a decade in the NBA. Now a seasoned vet firmly in the second half of his career.
3 shots. 3 shots.
Free throw drops for Hayward. And Hayward has had a bit of a career renaissance lately, looking more and more like his old self.
And Kevin, it's just great to see him playing at this level again. I think it's testament to how much he loves the game of basketball, as well as how badly this guy wants a chance to win a championship.
And he's good on the second.
Well, he was just a skinny kid coming out of college. Hayward's gotten much stronger and much better in a short period of time.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3. You know, Chris, thinking about Gordon Hayward, that devastating leg injury he suffered in 2017 comes to mind. But we got to credit him for fighting his way back and still being an impactful player.
Yeah, that injury could have ended his career, but Hayward is a warrior. Someone that doesn't quit, and because of his strong mentality, he continues to impress.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
That's his second.
He doesn't shy away from the physical aspect of the game. Hayward's gotten better at drawing contact over the years.
The first one falls. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And here's Poole for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Poole's got 6 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Rozier. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Poole finds Curry. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Thompson for 3. Drills it from outside.
Klay Thompson.
Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here is Rozier. 20 points for him last game against New York. Now here's Poole. Rozier defending. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Back to Williams. Williams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Thompson outside. There's the triple. That one, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. Williams, a screen on Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Looney.
2 minutes.
He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From deep 3-point range. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Hayward passes to Martin. The kick out to Williams. 4 on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Hayward can't hit. Warriors leading by 7. Curry outside. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
The ability to put the ball on the deck to get anywhere he needs to go, that's a big advantage for Curry.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise. And your honeybee.
On the floor now for Charlotte. And Golden State also making a change. Weissman's checked in. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 10. Plumlee sets the pick for Ball. And he drives in. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Warriors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Oubre passes to Washington. Shoots over Curry, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Stephen Curry.
In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Washington. 2 shots. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good from Washington.
But for P.J. Washington, he's the rare first-round pick to come back for his second year of college at Kentucky. But I think he did him well.
And the Warriors with some changes. Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Green comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Wiggins is subbed in for Jordan Poole. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Curry from deep three. Oh, and it goes in!
How do you stop that?
You can't.
How do you stop that?
You cannot. .26 seconds left in the first half. From 13, count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Ball.
That shot from LaMelo. Use the mid-range. Keep the defenders guessing.
Thompson in the corner. Jacks up a three. Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Golden State.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
You see the promise LaMelo Ball has. I mean, already a triple-double threat and rebounds and so well in that position.
Ball at the line for two.
Ball hits them both. Curry fires from way out. He made it!
That's how you beat the clock, Vegas. That's how you beat the clock.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey, folks, and welcome. This first half has been the Stephen Curry show. He has just been everywhere. He looked like he was having a lot of fun out there.
Like Shaq eating a family-sized portion of mac and cheese. He couldn't be happier.
Kenny, you know me so well. That's why we're brothers, man.
Moving on to the first half analysis. Stephen Curry. I mean, he makes it look Steffordless.
The only way to describe him, sniper. He's spending most of the game beyond the arc, and he's peppering them with threes. And while he gets to show off his accuracy, it's all about stretching out the defense for the other guys.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Looney out there with Wiggins.
And as you get older, your role changes a little bit. Now, Klay Thompson being asked to take on more of a leadership role. And I tell you, boy, he has earned it.
You know, Greg, he's one of the longest tenured players with the same team. Funny guy, but he knows the game. Shared a locker with Wiseman when Wiseman was in there.
That one from long range. Curry's got 27.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Williams sets a screen for Bridges. Hayward outside. On the wing, Rozier. He's covered by Thompson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Wiggins drives in, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
A difficult situation for Charlotte. Now, here's Ball. He's got 12. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Ball's got 14 points for the game.
Big offensive performance from Ball so far, showing the league what he's capable of.
Warriors call a timeout. Fans, the loudest section, get 3 pieces. Let's see who's the loudest. Fans, your honeybee.
Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Poole kicks to Kuminga. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, man, I love when Bridges charges inside. Dunks like this proves how dangerous it can be.
Now, Poole, he has 6. He dialed that one up from long distance. 9 points in the game so far.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 14. He feeds it to Williams. Now the Warriors moving it up. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And so here's Charlotte. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hayward outside. Warriors with the rebound. Wiggins with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. It's good from long range. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
All right, look who's coming to the court. Come on and get loud for your honeybee.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Plumlee, he's checked in for Williams. Washington comes in for Bridges. McDaniels, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Oubre subbed in for Terry Rozier. And the Warriors also making a change. Wiseman's checked in for JaMychal Green. Oubre on the wing. Passes it to Washington. They need this. Goes back up.
2 minutes remaining.
No good at the rim.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
1:49 left to play in the third. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Plumlee with the rebound. The Hornets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Warriors have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Now, here's Poole. Defense is right there. Pass to Kuminga. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Good on the three-point shot. DiVincenzo's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now the Warriors moving it up. Trips down the breakaway slam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
So it's the Hornets now. The Warriors making the shot. Outside, ball. There's a screen by Washington. Baseline jumper, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says, we're not giving up this lead.
Martin's checked in for Charlotte.
Cody Martin.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. McDaniels kicks to Martin. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
The Hornets. There's the pass to Martin. Back to Plumlee. Wiggins with the block.
Staying engaged defensively, Wiggins has all the tools to be a great defender.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got McDaniels. He's out there with Jones. Hook Knight out there with Martin. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Three-pointer. Hook Knight, no good. The Warriors shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Traps in the tray.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And here is McDaniel. Jones with the screen on Curry. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question, and I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
And so here's Charlotte after the missed three from Stephen Curry. And Looney sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Bridges, he's checked in for McDaniel.
For your Hornets, Miles Bridges.
The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Curry with the three. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Jones with the screen on Curry. To the middle. To the left side wing. Jones, no one around him. Sinks the triple.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Curry with the three. Another three for Golden State.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2 and a half.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Curry. Pass to Thompson. From deep. Fires the three. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
And here is Book Night after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now here's Book Night. Defense right on him. It's stolen by Green. Curry fires from way out. Oh, look at that range. He got it.
Is he either crazy or confident for taking that shot? I don't know which one, but call it bucket.
And there's the feed to Jones. Green with the ball. Bridges covering. From deep three-point range, Curry can't get it to go. Hornets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other. Right? Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean,
good, another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Here's Bridges, and it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Dishes it to Thompson. Another three for Golden State.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Martin the pass to Book Night. Clock at 6. From the arc. Warriors with the rebound.
That would have been a big three if he drained it, answering back to the triple at the other end.
All right, look who's coming to the court. Come on and get loud for your MyNBA.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. 5-second call. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Jermichael Green.
Charlotte basketball. Substitution for
the Hornets on offense. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Ball. And the Hornets miss again. So it's the Warriors now. Iguodala kicks to DiVincenzo. Passes it to Poole. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Stephen. Even for you, rare form tonight. How do you do that?
A lot of work. Guys blessed me with a lot of talents, and I just have a lot of confidence. My teammates have confidence in me, so for me to just continue to play hard, stretch my imagination, what I can do, and just let it flow.
There were no limits tonight, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
Hey, dial tone, in a place I can't explain, I guess you just gonna have to go. And I can tell you how I got here, when you get here, you gon' know. Half an animal and half a ghost. Hey, echo down my ego, let me check on battleship. I sink a float, I'm Malcolm Missile, Roman Greco, dial tone, never a hole, shout out Toto. Twilight zone, no one can reach me. Get my elbow room like Dusty Rose. Come back, some taste the benches, missing benches. The wrestlers hungry. Intestines cut the grapevine, cut corp. If you infected, doctor, give me the diagnosis. Cabin fevers. Hey, dial tone. In a place I can't explain, I guess you just gonna have to go. Hey, dial tone. And I can tell you how I got here. When you get here, you gon' know. Dial tone. Right back and told her I'm now home. Yeah, dial tone.
Let's hear it for the starting five of your Houston Rockets. Starting at small forward, standing 6'5", number 25, Garrison Matthews. Manning the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 28. At guard, 6'4", number 3, Kevin Porter Jr. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 4, Jalen Green. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 1. Your Houston Rockets head coach is Stephen Silas. Another round of applause for your Houston Rockets.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Ryan Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, BA. Well, the veteran savvy of Chris Paul has helped transform the Suns into a contender. Teammate Devin Booker said, on the floor, he knows what's going on before it even happens. With him, the game is never out of reach. Guys.
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff, Alan. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You take a look at the Suns. They're in a solid spot right now, 5th place. And, of course, Houston currently a ways below. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And for Houston, Porter Jr. and Green team up in the backcourt. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. And a couple of teams coming out scorching hot this season, Grant. How far can a hot start carry a team?
Well, some teams can ride a strong start throughout the whole season. I mean, it's just a huge mental boost for a team, particularly early on.
And it's the Suns to start out.
Yo, man, CP.
Paul against Porter. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Green. With a 9-footer, that shot off. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
Well, they beat this team in their last matchup, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I thought that had to do with getting the starters in foul trouble and then taking advantage of the substitutes, and that led to a huge disparity on the scoreboard.
Now here's Porter, and Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Paint. Back to Smith. Pass to Şengün. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good. Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, if Booker is in three-point territory, the defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Now here's Green. Last game out, 36 points for him. Yes, it's good.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Phoenix has possession after the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Buries it from 3. Booker's got 9.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And while it can hurt you from outside, Devin Booker has a very rounded game with his shot.
Yeah, last few years, Booker has taken more mid-range jumpers. He feels comfortable pulling up from anywhere in the half court. I mean, he's learning to take whatever the defense gives him.
Now here's Paul. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Up and over Porter. Ayton passes to Booker. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 so far. Pass to Porter. With the 10-footer, and he hits the jumper for 2. Porter's gotten his second bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Drains the triples.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Porter, the pass to Green. Goes up on the baseline, and the shot no good, a bit short. Phoenix has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Green against Booker, puts up a 3. That's good from Paul, on the assist from Booker. Paul's gotten his second bucket on the night.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Timeout call. Houston, they're coming off that loss against Portland.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Crowder. Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Christopher. The Rockets with another miss. Here's Phoenix. They're on a 17-6 run. And Booker puts up a deep three. Oh, Wesley! He drills it from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Tate. Here's Martin. Shot clock at 6. The 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Yeah, they were dialed in from deep in that one. The basket must have looked as big as the ocean because they were hitting everything.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
Now here's Tate. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
Johnson. And it's Martin with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Steps back. Takes the 3. Drops in the 3.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Payne with it. Pass to Biyombo. Outside Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a three-point answer.
And here's Gordon from the arc. That one is off. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Suns ahead, leading by 17. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Well, Kevin Porter Jr. given a big opportunity in Houston. He talked about how his role has changed now that he's in the starting lineup.
You know, coming off the bench, you kind of have a feel for the game already watching it. And you're starting off. So just got to start fast. And I got to come in ready to play from the jump.
No doubt, Grant. Porter showing flashes.
No doubt at all, B.A. A golden opportunity. He's got talent, and now we're seeing what he can do in a starring role.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
As something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Porter Jr. and Green team up in the backcourt, and it's Matthews in at small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With his team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. 4 on the clock. Oh, had a nice open look right there. Smith's gotten his first bucket of the night. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
Phoenix dominating the game. Booker, the pass to Paul. Now here's Ayton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Nice D from Paul. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Craig, no good. For Houston, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Craig with a steal. Here we go. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, this guy is so good in transition situations. DeAndre Ayton runs the floor like a deer.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Porter against Paul. Outside, Green. Craig with a steal. Booker with it. Green picks him up. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Timeout called. Houston.
Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
3 T-shirts. Let's see who's the best. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get loud for your Club City Texans.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's a look at some stats for Kevin Porter.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Here's Gordon. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot to stop the run. Pass to Christopher. Now here's Gordon. He's guarded by Paul. 5 on the clock. From deep. And they get it back. Şengün, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Johnson against Tate. Outside Johnson. He's off on that one. And Houston the other way now. It's Tate on the wing. Here's Christopher. Right now averaging 6 a game. Oh, and he nails it from the high post.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
And here's Payne outside. Crowder, the pass to Payne. Now Paul. Knocks down the long J. Paul's got 9.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Christopher. Back to Tate. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
Phoenix making some changes. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Šarić. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Devin Booker in for Payne. The Suns have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. For 3, Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Outside Tate. And we've got 28 seconds left in the half. Count it. Tate's got his second basket.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Paul passes to Crowder. Booker for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Paul against Gordon. Outside Tate. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Second team foul. At the line for Houston, Jayshawn Tate. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Booker for 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome each and every one of you. First off, let's check out some of the other NBA action tonight. The Milwaukee Bucks have the lead against the Hawks at State Farm Arena. Second quarter there, and a 10-point advantage for them. And time now to acknowledge what was a tremendous half of play for the Suns.
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so, in the game for Phoenix, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Green. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Boy, you think about Jay Crowder's career. He has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pass to Crowder. Here's a 3 from Paul. And the Suns get another 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Second half getting started, about a minute played. And Doris, Crowder's defense a big part of what he can offer a team.
Right, because he's strong enough to guard in the post. He's quick enough to guard on the perimeter. Think about it. In 2020 NBA Finals, he was asked to contain LeBron James. That's the kind of confidence coaches have in Crowder's competitive spirit defensively.
And it's Crowder missing. The Rockets have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Paul for 3. For 3, Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
The Rockets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Here's Porter. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Booker. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And here's Porter. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
And the basket by Bridges.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. They recover it. Here's Matthews.
2 minutes remaining in the
Still
third.
getting warmed up
2
offensively.
minutes.
No buckets yet in the game from him. And again, another missed shot.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. A chance to check out the Phoenix Suns' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Dallas Mavericks.
Looking at this stretch, they should have little issues beating most of their opponents. They just need to keep the intensity up and avoid playing down to their competition.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Gordon against Payne. Now here's Gordon, tightly guarded, over Craig. And too long on the shot.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Down low, lets it fly. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Payne. Johnson's gotten his first basket of the night. Gordon attacking. And Biyombo with the block. Now Payne taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Johnson passes to Saric, and here's Payne outside. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get off a shot. Pass to Saric. From deep, Johnson. The shot that time not on target, and Houston will come the other way. Gordon with it. Outside Tate. Here's Christopher. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
The assist from Jayshawn Tate.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third quarter. From downtown, Payne with the bucket. Payne's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Gordon with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Saric with some nice D. And so it's the Phoenix Suns way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. David Nwaba is out there with Kenyon Martin, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Knocks down the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Payne against Washington. And so many entertainment options out there, Doris. Will today's superstars be able to achieve the same level of celebrity as those who came before?
Boy, icon is a separation from superstar. And it's amazing to me when you consider the careers of certain guys. Michael Jordan comes to mind. 6-0 in the NBA Finals and a household name across the world. LeBron James, 10 trips to the NBA Finals and a icon across the world. Kobe Bryant, an icon across the world. Those players are few and far between.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Another three for Phoenix.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Washington. Over Payne. And it's Washington missing.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Fires the three. And the Suns get another three.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Washington against Payne. The crossover. Smith outside. Biyombo with a steal. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Oh, nice shot by Nwaba.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Payne against Washington. Outside Payne. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Payne's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Now here's Washington. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Lee. Here's the three. It's the trifecta.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Smith. Now here's Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And Doris, the league's still working on a mid-season tournament. I'm anxious to hear your thoughts on that.
You know what, BA, because we have just so recently instituted the play-in tournament that has had such a great impact on late-season games, I would rather the league stand pat as is for the next few years, and let's see where this play-in tournament ultimately lands. For me, right now, I am opposed to adding that mid-season tournament.
Two shot.
free throw, good. Brown. And whenever a team has a superstar talent, Doris, there's immediate pressure to build a roster that can win a title. Obviously, more teams fail than succeed.
There's no doubt, BA, because what you're seeing in the modern NBA is guys who not only obviously want to get paid, this is a business, but what happens is they also want to win because it's all about their legacy. And so they put pressure on an organization. Make sure we have the pieces to compete for a championship. What you want from a guy who's going to be a defensive specialist is understand your role, be ferocious, and be aggressive. And that's what you get with Bismack Biyombo.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
The fantastic passing we saw from them in the first half carried right over into the second half, too.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Suns. And the second free throw is good. And some have said the pandemic increased the league's interest in a potential expansion. Grant, is that something you'd like to see?
You know, I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, it just speaks to the league continuing to be popular and continuing to grow throughout the world. So we all know there'd be a hefty expansion fee, but there's some great markets out there that love the game of basketball and would really embrace a team. You know, one city that comes to mind, Seattle. So maybe it'll happen. I'm hoping it does. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they earn win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Devin Booker.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Boy, that's a beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
The Suns have gotten all 8 shots to fall. Red hot here in the fourth. Porter against Paul. And the Suns get another 3.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Martin. Now here's Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Booker, the pass to Saric. It's Booker on the wing. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Drives to the hoop. That one doesn't drop. From deep three-point range, and the miss. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. Now it's time to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Devin Booker.